Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to stuff my 1 month ahead savings challenge. Yay! If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash envelopes, savings challenges, sinking funds, how we stash our money, where we stash our money, why we stash our money. It is also a little bit about our investing journey. If any of that is of interest to you and you have not already, I'd really appreciate if you take a second, hit subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button. All right, so my 1 month savings challenge, 1 month ahead savings challenge came about because I wanted to do exactly that. I wanted to have 1 month's worth of particular funds in my checking account just to kind of sit there as a buffer. We have, I think it's 9 different categories. So I have groceries, which I'd love to have $1,000 for groceries. Cash for us is $700 for the month. The electric bill, I'd like $250. Dining out, I'd like $250. Gas, $250. Car insurance, the $400. Our phone, $150 for the month. The internet, another $150 for the month. And then lunch, this would be for my child's school lunch, and we would do $100 is what we put in his lunch account every month. So just trying to save for a handful of things and in a way really buffer my checking account. We have emptied these. You'll notice that there were many of these had 3 of them shaded in. That tells me that I have taken 3 rounds to the bank. What is a round? A round is when everything has the same number of icons. So all of these have 3, and these in the back have 4 and have 4. So we currently are working on round 4. I have finished 3 altogether. Each time I finish a round, it's $177 that goes to the bank. So far we have put $531 into my checking account to help pad it and make sure that we've got the money in there when we need it for any of these things. I've had questions recently. How did you come up with the value that goes inside of each one? I wanted $1,000 for groceries. I counted up how many icons there were and divided it, and that's how I got $55 for every one of these icons. Some of these have fewer icons, like this. Let's see, do we have one that has only a couple? They're all about the same number of icons. And then we have some that have what seems like forever. So, for example, car insurance has a whole lot, and that's because I'm doing this as 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of doing this as one together. So it just totally depends on which one I'm doing as to how many icons there really are on it. This I am stuffing kind of uniquely. I wanted a way to be able to have small successes, because I don't know about you, but in order for me to do some things, I need to see small successes. So the small success for this was using what I call the savings snowball method. I'm very familiar with the debt snowball method. It's where you put them in order from largest to smallest or smallest to largest, whatever, and that's what they are in order of, largest. The smallest is on the bottom. And then everybody gets their minimum payment when you're doing the debt snowball. Well, savings snowball is the exact same. Because groceries is such a huge amount for me, its minimum payment is $2. Everybody else only gets $1 when I do this. And I do this challenge every 2 weeks. Or at least I try to. Sometimes I do it every 2. Sometimes I skip a week or I skip one by accident just because life is being lifing. And I just don't have time for it. So everybody should get a minimum payment of $1. They have a minimum payment of $2. And then once I get to the bottom, any extra money, just as in the savings or just as in the debt snowball, goes to fill that particular envelope. So we have finished lunch, we have finished the internet, and we are currently working on the phone is the next lowest one that needs to get filled. So let's start by counting how much money we have today. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, $60. That's a lot more than what I would normally have. I currently have a budget line of $15. So when I started this, I had 15 categories. Everybody got $1. And since then, I have I finished well, I didn't finish it. I had to cancel it because I kind of took that money, rated it, and used it to pay off all of our debts last year. So when I started it again this year, I decided I didn't want all 15 of those categories, but the budget line didn't change. There still is only $15 budgeted for this. So how did I get extra? Well, there's $15 from my check, and then if it's available, I put some in from my honey's check. Doesn't always happen because that's one of the first things to go, because I know that it's covered with just my check. And then any extra money comes from a couple of places. So one of my budget lines is for car insurance, and it was, I had it high, and then I just have never brought it back down. So I kind of take some of that money and put it in here. Sometimes it needs to go towards other things. And then we have one variable bill that fluctuates, and that is our electric bill. So I have it set at $250. And then whatever it comes in at, and it's usually less than that, it gives me a little bit of extra money to be able to stuff and play around. So everybody has gotten their minimum payment. I know these two are full. So guys, I need $9 and I'm done with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 makes 9. And then let's find what color do we want to use? We'll use yellow this time to fill in the phone. Score! We have 3 of these done. Up next is car insurance, and I need $13 for it. So there's my 13. Yay! Shade in some more car windows. All right, instead of purple, we'll do the next set green. All right, now we have 4 icons there as well. Yay! Up next is gas. I need 14 in all for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 10 gives me 14. Score! All right, gas pump. We will do a light blue. Hopefully this comes out light blue. Yep. These markers, if you've been around a while, you know the markers drive me crazy. Also, coloring isn't my jam. Don't judge me. It's never going to be nice and neat and pretty just because. All right, dining out needs 14. There's only 2. Let's go see if we can find some change in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we still have $7 in here. All right, so we were at what? Dining out. Yep, because gas was done. Dining out needs 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 10. Score. This is the beauty of the debt / savings snowball method. All right, let's have a purple lid this time, which looks pretty pink to me. So we will pick another purple one, see what shade it comes out. How funny. Those are like almost exactly the same. And you saw they're 2 different markers, whatever. Anyways, all right, so the next one up is electric. We need 17 in here. I'm not gonna make it. 10, 12, 15. That is okay because we really knocked out a whole bunch today. So we have what? Electric, cash, and groceries left. Yay, go us. Go us. I can't believe how many we finished, but we did have a lot of money going into today. So that is okay. And that is my 1 month ahead savings challenge. If you have any questions or just want to say hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.